Hello everyone, welcome to Mona Patil Tutorials. Today we are going to learn about very interesting chapter of Standard 8 Maharashtra Board, which is Living World and Classification of Microbes. If till now you have not subscribed my channel, then please subscribe and press on bell icon for further notification. So let's start Living World and Classification of Microbes. Before starting of this lesson, this is very important to know biodiversity and need of classification. Biodiversity is the variety and variability of life on the earth. Biodiversity is typically a measure of variation at the genetic, species and ecosystem level. Now, classification is needed for convenient study of living organisms. It is necessary for knowing the different varieties of organisms. It helps in the correct identification of various organisms. It helps to know the origin and evolution of organism. So last year we learned that all the living organisms on earth have adapted according to the geographic regions, food ingestion, defense, etc. While adapting, many differences are observed in the organism of same species too. According to the 2011 census, around 87 million species of living organisms are found on the earth, including land and sea. To study such a vast number, it was very essential to divide them into groups. So groups and subgroups were created considering the similarities and differences among the living organisms. This process of dividing living organisms into group and subgroup is called biological classification. Robert Harding Whittaker in 1920 to 1980 was an American ecologist. In 1969, he divided living organisms into 5 groups. So you can see here the criteria of dividing these organisms. So first is complexity of cell structure, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Then second one, complexity of organism, that is unicellular and multicellular. Mode of nutrition means plants are autotrophic as they are produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Fungi is the saprophytic absorption from dead organism. Animals are heterotrophic and ingestive. The next is lifestyle. Lifestyle means plants are produce their own food, so called as producer. Animals depend on others and consume others, so called as consumers. Fungi live on dead organism and divide their body cells and so called as decomposers. Then fifth one is phylogenetic relationship, means prokaryotic to eukaryotic and unicellular to multicellular, in this way. So according to that, this classification chart is given. Now from this lesson, first class from the prokaryotic cell is the Monera kingdom. So kingdom Monera, characteristics you can see here, they are unicellular, don't have nucleus and organelle except ribosome, have cell wall and can make photosynthesis but not all of them. Okay, so those are green, they can make their own food. Example is all kind of bacteria. Here you can see all kind of bacteria is given. Okay, this is the diagram showing the parts of bacteria and this all diagram showing a kind of bacteria. Okay, from this some are useful and some are harmful. The next kingdom, kingdom Protista. Characteristics of protists are they mostly unicellular, Some are multicellular like algae, can be heterotrophic or autotrophic. Most live in water, though some live in moist soil or even the human body. All are eukaryotic, have a definite nucleus. A protist is any organism that is not a plant, animal or fungus. Means they came on earth very first. Okay, here example you can see amoeba, euglena, paramecium, like this. Then next is kingdom fungi. So general characteristics of fungi, they are eukaryotic. They are also known as decomposer because they are the best recycle around as they decompose all the dead material. There is no chlorophyll in this fungi, so they are non-photosynthetic. Most are multicellular or hyphae, means thread-like structure, like here you can see. Some unicellular like yeast. They are non-motile, means they do not move from one place to another. Cell wall made of chitin, means tough sugar instead of cellulose like that of plant, are more related to animal than plant kingdom. Here classification of microbes, you can see organisms, prokaryotes and eukaryote, single cellular in prokaryote, and all kind of bacteria means Monera. Here eukaryote single cellular, or we can say unicellular, multicellular. In unicellular or fungi, protista are included, and in multicellular fungi, plant and animals are included. Among the living organisms, microorganisms are largest in number, hence they are classified like this. So here first bacteria. They are unicellular, independent, parasitic organisms. Sometimes may bacteria together form colonies. Bacteria cell prokaryotic with a cell wall, but distinct nucleus or cell organelle are absent. They reproduce by simple binary fission. In favorable condition means they grow in moist condition. Bacteria grow vigorously and can double their number in 20 minutes. Here you can see kind of bacteria according to their shape. First is coccus, then somewhat rod and round shape Coccobacillus, comma shape Vibrio, and rod shape Bacillus, spring like Spirillum, and here again spring complex spring like Spirochaete. Okay. The next is protozoa. Size approximately 20 to 200 micrometer. Protozoa are found in soil, fresh water and sea water. Some are found in the body of other organisms and are pathogenic. These are unicellular organisms with eukaryotic cell. There is a greatest variation in cell structure, organ of locomotion and mode of nutrition among protozoans. These organisms reproduce by simple cell division. For example, amoeba, paramecium. They are free living in dirty water. Entamoeba histolica causes amoebiasis. Plasmodium vivax causes malaria. Euglena are the autotrophic because they consisting the green pigment inside their body, so can be make their own food by the photosynthesis process. Next is fungi. Size approximately 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. These are found in decaying organic matter and dead bodies of plant and animals. These are eukaryotic organisms. Some are unicellular and other are visible with naked eyes as they are making colonies. These are eukaryotic organisms. Some are unicellular and other are visible. Saprophytic means absorb their food from decaying organic matter. They reproduce sexually and asexually by cell division or by budding. They reproduce sexually and asexually. Okay. For example, baker's yeast, candida, mushroom, etc. Then next is the algae. Size approximately 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. They are aquatic, eukaryotic, unicellular, autotrophic organism. Photosynthetic is carried out with the help of chloroplast present in the cell. For example, Chlorella chlamydomonas. Very few species of algae are unicellular. Most of them are multicellular and visible with naked eyes. The next is virus. Okay, so their size approximately 10 nanometer to 100 nanometer. Generally, viruses are not considered as living organism, or they are said to be organisms at the edges of living and non-living things. They are studied under microbiology. Viruses are extremely minute, that is, they are 10 to 100 times smaller than bacteria and can be seen only with electron microscope. They are found in the form of independent particle. Viruses is a long molecule of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, or RNA, ribonucleic acid, covered by protein coat. Viruses survive only in living plant or animal cell and their numerous replica. Then they destroy the host cell and become free. These free viruses again infect new cell and like this they spread. Viruses cause many diseases to plants and animals. So here we finish the lesson. Thank you for watching the video. If you like my video, press on like button. We will meet in next video. Till then, bye bye.